Good morning, everyone. Suki and Dr. Mom live from, I'm going to see if I can pronounce this right. It is Homosassa. I'm going to say Homosassa, Homosassi, Homosassa, Florida. I didn't even know there was such a name. We are staying at I call it Camp Kikiwaka because my grandkids love that movie, right? Camp Kikiwaka. We watched it all the time up in Kentucky. But this is Chassahowitzka. Chassahowitzka River. I am getting I'm getting closer to the north. I'm heading back northwest. So we are sort of right on the edge of the ocean. Crystal, I was at Crystal Beach, and now I believe they call this Crystal River up in this area. And so I'm heading back up to the north little by little, trying to conserve gas because it's been crazy. But I thought I would check in. I'm a couple days late. I keep saying I'm going to do Wednesday. It just doesn't seem to work out. And I had kind of a rough week, the first of the week. I mean, this RV life is not for sissies. Honestly, it's not for sissies. And I get a little bit grouchy. Poor Suki, she's like, wow, goodness, she's okay with it. No, she's not. Let me tell you why I get grouchy. Because sometimes I'm trying to conserve money, which is okay. I mean, that's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. I personally, as a finance person, think it's good for people. It's been good for me. What I had to do, hey Bill, how you doing? So you'll understand why I get grouchy when I'm on the road and I don't have electric, water, and sewer hookups. I get really grouchy. The biggest reason is in Florida it's not always hot. Like, it's the weirdest thing. It can be 70 outside, 92% humidity. Last night was 100% humidity. And it was like 60 degrees, and I had because I have electric at this one, I have my fan fully going, my air conditioner, because I'm hooked up, and another fan, this little fan going on us, and I was still warm. Like, it's crazy because the humidity, I guess. I don't know. I keep thinking after 2.5 months you'd get used to it, right? But I don't seem to be getting used to it. When we don't have hookups, it's miserable. We're both very cranky. And because I'm trying to conserve on money, I'm trying not to go to too many places. And thank the Lord, Harvest Host has people who will host me. So when I say that, you can stay at their location. Like yesterday, I stayed 2 days at a lady's location at Crystal Beach. She was right on the beach, and it was awesome. It was so beautiful there. But it was hot because I couldn't hook up. My computer goes dead, no power, I need to get a battery that will charge it. Miriam gave me a hard drive, but I don't seem to be able to charge it with that. They make, how it is, they make computers specific, so you only can charge it with certain things. Well, that's my Surface is like that. Anyway, so she let me stay at her place for 2 days. You don't have any hookups though, which is fine. Water and sewer, that's fine. I can self-contain in here for probably a month. I wouldn't want to go too much longer than that. So anyway, but I really, really like the air conditioning going because it seems to dry out the humidity, and we can actually sleep all night. So the first of the week, neither Suki or I, she likes sleeping on the bed, but she'll get down and sleep on the floor because it's so hot. And we'll have the windows open. I do have screens, however, I did figure out they are not bug proof, because the top ones, I can't open those because they have small holes in them up there, and I need to get all this fixed. I didn't realize. Where no-see-ums, which are tinier than mosquitoes, they're tinier, they don't buzz, they don't let you know when they're biting, and so you get bites and you don't even know they're there. Well, they can get through those screens. So remember, it's hot. It's usually 80 degrees when we go to bed at night. It cools off. It's been cooling off. We had some good rain. Threat of tornadoes. I can't get away from it. But with the rain comes the mosquitoes, right? I forgot what it was like living in Minnesota. I'm learning very fast again. So I like to leave the windows open. These screens, now that I've checked them all, seem to be fairly tight. I'm still getting bites. They're getting through somehow, but so I like to leave the screens, at least the windows open, to get hopefully air running through to help cool us off. I did buy little portable fans. They're pretty tiny, 2 of them, that run off the you can plug them in, USB, and one runs off batteries. So we run that all night. The weirdest thing is that when I go to travel every day, the wind seems to pick up 10 to 20 miles an hour, which I'm getting used to. But at night, it stops. So last night was like 0. When you want the wind to blow, it stops. How miserable. But you know what? I have to say, stop it, Kathy. Stop being miserable. Count your blessings. My gosh, I spent the winter in Florida, and there is beauty here. There is. It's beautiful. I just didn't understand the elements. And when you do this, and I would recommend you do, I would recommend to anyone, everyone, that you do this, because it is fabulous. It is so good for you. I'll tell you what, as spoiled Americans, which I am, and I'm a spoiled third child, man, it's good for you. Like, I went to Japan for a semester and studied abroad. The best thing for me, best thing, because when you get back to America, man, I mean, they don't have central air. They don't have the kinds of things that we have. And it's amazing, amazing when you get back, the difference, right? But this is the same thing. So when you are traveling like this, first of all, I'm on a huge budget. And so I had to think real quick, how am I, I didn't realize gas prices were going up. I've blown through a lot of my budget, and so when I going into Florida, I almost just said, you can't do this, you can't afford it. But I knew that it would be once in a lifetime opportunity for me to do this, and so I just said, okay, you just have to budget very tight. So Harvest Host, $50 to join. Another, I think it's 150 total if you get the wineries and distilleries as well, and farms, which has been worth it. When you stay at people's houses, if they don't provide electric, you stay for free. If they do, sometimes they want $5 or $10, which is nothing, and it's very worth it. So anyway, that's what I've been doing. I'm skipping around. So what I thought I would do today is just, it's funny because I'm learning, watching TikTok and Instagram and things like that. I'm learning that I really don't know what I'm doing. I don't know at all what I'm doing. And so I'm trying, so a lot of the TikTok videos I've been watching, it's pretty amazing what people do nowadays with their videos. So there's a lot of I see a lot of van couples, younger couples who are doing TikTok videos. I don't know what they're using to edit, but it's pretty amazing. So they'll do a whole day in like 5 minutes, and it's very interesting. And so I'm trying to learn how to do that, but obviously I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm like, Kathy, just do what you do know how to do. And maybe you, because I am trying to record what I'm doing, because it's pretty interesting. Where I'm going, what I'm doing, especially trying to bodybuild along the way, watch a budget, live on a very low budget, and with gas prices creeping up. So I thought I would go ahead. I just try to stay on a schedule. Like I try to do bodybuilding and then RVing and then how it's affecting my life in general. But so anyway, the one thing it's affecting for sure is I haven't been able to do anything with my hair. Like I haven't done any kind of no cut, no color, no nothing. And so I usually have to put it in a braid or put it on top and do something with it, because it's all growing out on top, which it's not a bad color. It's okay. It's fine. Like I'm trying to grow it out for the competition anyway, so that's okay. But with humidity, it's different. I try to only wash it every 3 days. My daughter gave me some dry shampoo that I use, and I usually go take a shower where I, wash my hair, shave my legs, all that at Planet Fitness, because it's just easier. Today I could actually use my own shower because I'm hooked up to a good water supply. But tomorrow is my shower day, so I will go to Planet Fitness tomorrow. Or what I'm finding out is today I'm trying not to drive as much to go to work out, right? Because I have drove as far as 10 miles and it's kind of a gas killer. So I just Googled a local gym, and they have one that's only about 3 miles away, and it's on my way to another location. So I'm going to do that today. So anyway, bodybuilding, like I said, one of the main things, Christy Code Red Nichols is the program I follow for weight control, and I think that's 100%. Like I wouldn't even recommend starting a bodybuilding program or any exercise until you get your food somehow, your body type, get some kind of way that you can get down in weight before you start an exercise program. Because I found that, and I did, like I lost 50 some pounds before I started working out, which was, right after my husband passed away. I did start going back to the gym, but I really started looking into eating and food, things like that. Like, how do I get my weight off without exercising? And Christy Nichols she's that. Like her big one is weigh in every day, get enough water every day, which enough water is different for everyone, but for me, I had her write me a program. I did pay for it, for my macros, but that's when I started losing weight. And that's when, like, because your brain will say, I don't need to lose weight. And my calories, I was doing keto and my calories were way too high. And so I had to lose my final 30 pounds, and I still have another 30. I had to have somebody write me a program and tell me that I needed to lose the weight. And so the program she wrote, I have to have 150 ounces of water. I can only have around 900 to 950 calories. I eat mostly a higher fat. The next would be a protein. And then carbs is only about 20 grams. It's not very much. And so I try to stay around in that. I should be logging my food every day. I don't do that right now, and I'm not losing because of that. But it's a tricky thing. So when you do get your weight down and you start wanting to build muscle, right? You have to, and especially where I'm training for bodybuilding, my trainer wrote me a program, and it's very intense. It's 6 days a week. I can usually get it done in an hour, but it took me a while, but it's intense. So sometimes like my muscles are just, it's just like massively intense. And it's like too much to go over, but so I start out Mondays is chest and back, I think. Tuesdays is legs. Wednesdays is arms and shoulders. Thursdays is chest and back again. Fridays today is legs, and it's intense. Like when I leave the gym, I've worked out. And then Saturday is arms again. And so by the end of the week, like I'm drained, and you have to have enough food, enough carbs, the right kinds of carbs and fats, so that you can have a great workout. Like yesterday, I didn't eat before the gym. I had a bowl of coffee. I didn't have a great workout. And so I'm learning to figure that out, right? So what do? I pre-prep everything, because if I don't, I find, even like yesterday, I finally prepped my meals because I hadn't got to it for whatever reason. Sometimes I'm traveling. Like today, I'm going to be traveling again. So I don't have to check out till 1 o'clock. I thought I had to be out by 10. Sometimes I do. So I've got to be up, and I like to get to the gym by around 10 or so, because then, like, if I wait too long, I don't want to go anymore. So I have a routine, right? So I'm going to be a little late today, but I wanted to get a video in before I take off. And I'm hoping this will last, because so my I go through AT&T, and my phone so far, I got a modem, and I do have some internet going through the modem, but it's really expensive, and I pay a lot for my phone anyway, which gives me a hotspot. I think I have 40 gigabytes on it. So I'm trying to decide if I want to keep the modem or not, because if I go over 15 gigabytes, they start charging me. And so I'm like, I'm paying $160 for both these. Do I need them both? So I've been trying to do just my phone. So far it's working fairly well. I've been able to stream a couple movies at night, a movie or two. The Last Kingdom I had to finish. I had to get that one in. Anyway, so far it's okay, but today I did hook the modem up again. I usually just shut it off so I don't go over. I've been watching it. So hopefully we stay live anyway. So what I wanted to do today is kind of show you what my pre-prep food looks like and what I'm doing this week. I do have to keep it kind of changing because I get really bored with it. But anyway, I am going to show you today a little bit of what I prep with. I always cook up a thing of bacon for the week, and I try to keep it to 2 slices a day in the morning. That keeps me full throughout the day, and I only eat about 2 meals. So I'll show you my morning meal. What I've done is I got a recipe for egg bites from that Starbucks make, and I got a little egg bite maker. You can do this in the oven. It's quick. What you do is for every egg, you add a tablespoon of cottage cheese to it and to a blender. I got this, it's a mild queso, is it Blanco? It's got some fat, but I put a tablespoon, it's to add the flavor, a tablespoon or so. It's only, oh goodness, it's got 1 gram of fat in it. I like this on sandwiches and things, so not very much. I also have this guacamole, and I try to have, if I don't have that, I have a tablespoon of this every day. Keeps me full. But what I wanted to show you is the egg bites that I made. Hopefully I can take this down without, let's see if I can flip it around for you. So this is what I'm going to have this morning. This right here is my egg bite, and I also I chopped up red peppers and some jalapenos. I made 10 eggs, five were whole eggs, the other ones were egg whites. And so then you just blend it up in a blender. I put seasoning in, salt and pepper. I usually put Tabasco or a hot sauce in. I like them spicy. You can cook up your bacon, and I did do that. I dropped a few pieces of bacon and blended it in, but you can put it in and then put it on top. I did use some jalapeno cheese in there too. These are bigger than the egg bites at Starbucks, but I like them because I have, these are little, these right here are little, oh, they're called cauliflower thins. They're about the size, you know, it makes a little cute sandwich. So it's got some good carbs in it, not a lot of fat in there, but it does, I would normally probably have some broccoli instead, because that's going to give me the carbs I need for the gym, but this will do it. These are my vitamins. I do those every day. There's a magnesium. I have to have D, and then I do take an aspirin. I don't know if I need it or not, but and then there's fish oil and vitamin C and B is mostly what I'm doing, and digestive enzymes, and that's about all I have. My little, I put my little pills in there for the week. But I wanted to show you, I think you can see them. These are the little egg bites I made. They're kind of handy too, and if you need a snack, that's a wonderful snack. So this is, I think I can unplug, yeah. This is the egg bite maker that I made, or I got. It's very slow cooking, but this is for the big one, and these are the baby ones. You put water, because you got to have water to make these, so you put water in the bottom, plug it in for 12 minutes. So, and then I put my cauliflower thins, I just fried them up in there. Anyway, so it takes a while to make. It's kind of annoying, but it's worth it, because then I don't eat all the wrong things, you know what I'm saying? And I have them ready to go. It's all hopefully I can put this back without shutting you guys off or something. Boy, there's a lot of work to technology. Anyway, so that's what I have this week for my breakfast. What I've been doing, because I didn't have it pre-prepped, is just fried up 2 eggs and 3 egg whites. Fills you up massively. And then some cauliflower, and then I really work out well at the gym, and I always have a bullet coffee every morning. What's a bullet coffee? I make coffee once a week, store it in this container. I have usually 2 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream in there. It has enough fat to keep me full. MCT oil, 3 squirts of that, and a little bit of protein, and I blend it up. And I have that ready to go before I get out of bed, because it actually gives me the energy to get up and get going. And then for my next thing, so my first thing is just regular water. My next one, I put amino energy in it, and I also put some creatine in there. And I have to have that gone before I leave the gym. And then my third one is just regular water again. So that's what I've kind of been doing. Like I said, it works really nice if I pre-prep, have everything ready to go, and then at night I'm just usually they have those pre-made salads in the bag. Those have been handy, and some protein, tilapia, or I'll buy some of the meat that's already the chicken. I'll do that, or I need to grill some chicken, but some kind of protein. Sometimes I make some sausage. I also really like the turkey burger, and I'll fry that up with some taco meat. That's pretty nice. And then just have like a taco and some on top of the salad, and that's what I have. And I usually try to eat before 3 o'clock, and so then I'm fasting the rest of the day, which works really well with me. I will allow myself sometimes a cup of sunflower seeds at the end of the night. And I always keep handy some Sugar-free gum. Watermelon's my favorite. I always keep packets because if I have a sweet tooth, I grab that. But I also this week have been wanting chocolate, so I did make some fat bombs are called, with, you get a thing of cream cheese. I did put about half a cup or so of peanut butter in it, mix that together, and some low sugar little chocolate pieces. You can get, my daughter showed me that trick, and then some nuts in it, and some coconut oil, and then you put them, I have these little it's a big pan, and it's silicone cups, and they're just the right size, and I put them in there, put the nuts on top, and then put them in the freezer, and I keep them in the freezer, and if I really really want something sweet, I'll have that, and it's very satisfying. So anyway, okay. All in all, my workouts are going good, except if I don't. If I don't get enough sleep, so Christy Nichols would tell you, get enough sleep, 7 to 8 hours, weigh in every day, drink all of your water, and log your food, so you know exactly what macros you're eating. And so I'm not losing a lot right now because I'm not logging my food. So anyway, that's how my workouts have been going pretty well overall. I mean, I'm still going 6 days a week. Yesterday though, or this morning, yesterday, sorry, I didn't have the best workout because I didn't have enough to eat before I went to the gym. So make sure you do that, or it kind of, and also I was tired for not getting a lot of sleep. It's crazy because when we don't have electricity and we can't cool it off in here, both Suki and I are up all night. Like, I'm either letting her out because she wants to go out and cool off, or she's jumping down here. It's a rough night, so we might get 6 hours of sleep maybe, and it's hard, it's difficult. So, but such in the life, right? Okay, so moving on to that, let's see. Oh, this was kind of a crazy day. I don't know. So I went to Planet Fitness a couple days ago. It was in Crystal Beach. And I drive my rig, and so I was parked in an area. So yeah, I always worry about whether I can park somewhere or not. Planet Fitness generally has a really large parking lot, and so I feel okay about it, right? So what I did is and my rig's small enough. I do have my bikes on the back. It extends a little bit, but it's only 24 feet, so I can usually back into one spot. So, which I had done. I did that the day before. I did it this day. So I went and worked out. Today was my shower day. It took me a little longer. I was maybe in the gym 2 hours. Came out, and there was a Starbucks, so I thought, I didn't have power, so I was going to go to Starbucks and plug my computer in so I could charge it. And so I talked to the girl there, and she's like, yeah, to get, if I could bring my dog. So we went there, I plugged in. They had a plug outside, but it didn't look like it was charging. She did tell me I could come in and bring the dog if it starts raining, but I didn't feel comfortable, so I got her a little pup cup. She likes those. And I got a Starbucks, and then we went back to the rig, right? So on my way back, I noticed there was this very large tow truck sitting directly in front of us, large enough for an RV. And I'm like, I wonder if that's meant for me, because there wasn't any vehicles really around me, but it was parked right in front, just sitting there, right? And so I went, got in my vehicle. Hey Jimmy, how you doing? I got in my vehicle, and then I was just looking at them, and I'm like, I would assume that there should be something posted Oh, good, Jimmy. He's leaving and going golfing. I'm jealous. Oh my, have fun. Say hi to whoever you're golfing with. Oh, I wish I could do that. Anyway, so I don't know if it was meant for me or not. I would assume they'd have to, like when we were in. So I met a new friend. Sorry, I'm doing my RV life. So I met a new friend at Ferg's. Ferg's is a bar and grill. It's pretty interesting in St. Petersburg. And to get to St. Petersburg, you have to drive. You don't have to, but you drive over the Sunshine Skylight Bridge, and it was so freaking awesome. It's 4 miles long. They made it so that ships can go under it, so it's really high. So you kind of, and I was a little anxious before I drove over it because of the weather, and I'm glad I went the day before I went because I knew it was going to rain. It also had tornadoes. They did have one touchdown in Fort Myers, but I was already over the bridge. But this girlfriend that I met, who was parked right next to me at Ferg's, so Suki and I got out. We were going to go walk around. It's a whole area of fun things to do. Open bars, dogs everywhere, people everywhere, food everywhere. And I went out. We were going to go out, and she was sitting there, and we ended up meeting. She's only 26. She has a truck and trailer. She works out of her rig. She does Instagrams, by the way. And she has a Great Dane that's Duncan. I love him. He's just a doll. She calls him her bodyguard. He has the Instagram, that's right. So we ended up meeting, hooked up, and sort of just walked around the area, had burgers. We had the best time. The dogs got along. Dogs were getting along with everyone. There were dogs everywhere. It was so much fun. So now I'm staying in touch with her. She was just coming into Florida. She'd only been here a couple weeks. She was heading south and going to a campground. Where we were at was a Harvest Host, so there was no power or anything. So we didn't have power that night. But it was pretty rainy. It's cooled off quite a bit after the tornado weather came through. And so when I started traveling again, that started my new week. Anyway, what was I even talking about? I don't remember. Oh, the tow truck. Well, anyway, so I don't know, that's what I was going to tell you. Her and I, we ended up deciding to go to a beach walk where you walk along the beach in St. Petersburg. And so we drove down to it, and because of the weather, it was probably 50 degrees. Nobody was there, and so we're like, she's got a truck and trailer. I can park fairly easy. We're like, I don't know if we're going to find parking. And so we did find parking that we could pay at. So I just pulled into a regular parking and took a space, but she actually pulled into about 3 or 4 of them. And so we paid parking $3 for an hour. We should have done more because the day cleared up. It was so much fun and fabulous being there. So as we were, we stopped at a little bar along the area, and you can bring your dogs along there. And we were just having, I think we were having a Bloody Mary. And so we thought, well, you better go, someone's got to check on parking. She went and checked, and sure enough, she had a ticket. $50, but they didn't tow. Mine was okay because everybody parked around me, which is good and bad because they boxed me in. So anyway, we got done. I helped her with a ticket. She went to pull out, and they had her boxed in. But they left her enough room that I kind of helped her get her way out of there, right? And so she pulled off, and then I thought, oh gee, I'm boxed in. So people were all around me, across everywhere. I didn't really, I could I could pull out, but I just asked a man, and he was there with his son, and I said, can you help me get out of here? Just kind of guide me out, because if it's one thing that I learned is ask someone to help, because when we were in the Keys, I didn't, and I bumped my shade. So just have someone help you. And he was very nice. He goes, oh yeah, I had a 40-foot with no worry. He helped me get out. So long story short, you never know with parking. You know, you never know. I'm pretty sure most places you can't park on the street. So at this place, I'm like, well, maybe it's a tow-away zone, but I didn't see any signs. And I thought, and I usually ask, like at Planet Fitness, I'm like, am I okay parked out there? And usually I am. So was he there for me? I don't know. So thank goodness I did come back. I didn't have to worry about it. You know, he was looking at me though. I started up the rig and took off, so I don't know. Anyway, it came. That's one of the things you have to deal with wherever you're at. So thinking back, am I glad that I don't have a vehicle as well? I am for this trip, because I get anxiety anyway, a lot of times parking. So, okay, I talked about my new friend. We're heading up north now, so I've only got a couple weeks left in Florida. It's one thing I noticed, man, since I've been on the road, you guys, I've been on the road since the end of May, and that's 10 months. Wow, right? It goes fast. Like, your days go really fast. It's already Friday. It's already the middle of March. So what's my next adventures? I am heading up north. I've been going northwest. Now I'm going up north to the central part. Well, today I won't go very far. Like, I'm going to this, it's like a mammal sanctuary. I'm heading to it, and I think it's pretty close. And I had to Google gyms. I don't think there's a Planet Fitness that's 10 miles or so or more. So I'm just gonna go. I think it's Anytime Fitness. I'll just go there. It's only 3 miles, and then I'll head over. That's what I usually do. Get my workout done in the morning, head over to there next. I have a feeling I will not have electricity in, and it's going to be in the 80s. 100% humidity today. The other thing that I forgot about is all of the mosquitoes, especially with all this humidity. Maybe this is a weird year. When I lived in Minnesota, that's one of the biggest reasons I moved, is I'm allergic to mosquitoes, and they love me. Well, down in the Keys, the girls and I got just covered with no-see-ums. I've got them all over my arms and legs, and I'm finally getting rid of them, but I'm still getting bit. I'm still getting bit by mosquitoes. So I have a spray. I forgot what it was like living in Minnesota. You have to get in and out of your vehicle fast. You have to kill all the bugs that do get in. You have to always wear, and I'm wearing shorts and a short sleeve shirt. You always have to be aware, especially at night in the morning, of the bugs. Cloudy weather will draw them in. So I'm kind of going to be glad to get out of Florida, but I think it will always be in my memory bank of a very special, special time, right? Very special. So let's see. My first stop is a sanctuary for mammals. I can't I never remember the names of these. Sandra told me about them, but I'll fill you in when I get there. The second stop I make, where I'm staying 5 days, is a monkey sanctuary. I think that's going to be very interesting. I'm a little worried about the mosquitoes in that area, but I'll just have to prep for it, right? They do have power where I'm going to be for 5 days. So it's part of Harvest Host. You had to either go on a tour for $50 or volunteer if you want power. Or I think it's $15 a day. So we'll see. They asked if I was going to volunteer. I'm like, I don't know, what are you doing when you volunteer? So I'll see. Might be fun. So anyway, that's where I'm heading, and that's going to put me up in the north central part of Florida, because after that, my daughter and her family and I have reserved a place on the beach close to Destin, if you know where that is. That's more, I think they call it the Panhandle, and I'm going to be heading over west, a little more northwest, right on the beach. So, hey Alex, hey! I didn't get to see Alex either. He was in, let's see, you are in South Carolina, I believe. And I don't know if I'm going to still get you, but I have you on my radar, and I have you on my radar going back through, which would be fun. So anyway, that's where I'm heading next. Is I will swing over to the central part of Florida and up north, and then swing over by Destin, and where we're going to stay for a week during spring break. So I guess, hey Cindy, nice to see you. So I didn't realize, but spring break's been going on here for a week already. The campgrounds are pretty full. That's why I was lucky to get in here. It was $50, but you know what? We got a good night's sleep with the air conditioner running all night, even though it dropped down to 50. And then we went for our little walk in the morning. Suki likes to go for a 2-mile walk and do her business, right? I haven't seen any gators yet, guys, or crocodiles, but I think they're usually pretty quiet unless they aren't, right? So we stay away from water. Okay, so that's where I'm heading. I told you I've been watching a lot of TikTok. I'm trying to learn how to do videos and edit them. Let me know is there a program that you can use to do that? I'll tell you, some of these kids that are doing it's amazing. Like in a day in their life, they can throw it in 5 minutes. How do I do that? So today I did some videos to try and figure that out, but I don't think, like, if I pause it, it doesn't seem to stay. There's a lot to it. I don't know how they do it, but I'm working on it. I hope I'm getting better, but I'm just going to keep doing these until I know what I'm doing, I guess. The girlfriend that I met, the new one, 26-year-old, who is working on the road, by the way. She is a project manager, making very good money, traveling in a trailer and truck with her dog, Duncan, who is a Great Dane. He's 130 pounds and 6 months old. She said he'll be about 180 or so. Super cute dog. The dogs got along. We had a lot of fun. And I'm going to stay in touch with her. So that's the second female who's been on the road. The two that I met are both still working from the road. And so it's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. We become fast friends because we're part of a community. I mean, and I text her and she texts me, but her brother does videos. He does like it on his writing, and it looks like he has a pro cam on. I don't know, it's amazing. So that's where I'm going. I'm trying to learn how to do videos and do edits. I did move over to Instagram. I'm not the best at it yet, but it's a fast world we live in, right? Very fast. I think that's it for the day. I've got to get out and get everything unhooked and head to the gym this morning. Today is a leg day. The only thing with Planet Fitness is they don't always have the equipment that I need. They don't have free benches, so you can't do free lifting, right? So I have to improvise. They don't have some of the things for legs. It's always pretty busy though. So I don't know. you improvise. I'm improvising. So I've only got about maybe a month. I'll be back in Idaho, and as long as gas prices stay lower. So I went to, they're not moving up super quick yet. I know they are threatening $6 a gallon. So I did fill yesterday. I'm noticing a lot of the places are saying that they're one price, you go into the pump and they're different. So this is what happened. I drove in, I don't remember what the station was, but it said 418. And so I went in. I'm like, I'm going to get it here because you never know what you're going to get, right? So I pulled up. I went to one tank. Always look at the price because sometimes I don't. And it was, so there was 3 pumps in the place, the aisle I pulled up in. One was premium only, the second was diesel, and then there was the 3 grades, right? I just happened to pull up to the premium, not realizing, because my rig is pretty long, it was the 489 one. So I backed up. I had to look then. Be careful. Wow. Backed up to the one that was I should be using premium. I can't afford it. So regular was supposed to be 418. It was 425, I think, at the pump. So I was already there. Do you go in and ask them? I've done that before. Usually it's some kind of gimmick, like you have to buy a car wash, you can only get a certain amount. So I was already there, I just filled it. Cost me $90. Probably half a tank. But I'm full again. I don't like to be too close out, because if I do need air, my generator or power, my generator runs off of it. So here we go, right? Here we go. Anyway, okay. I think that's all I had today. I do have to hit the road. Checkout's at 1 o'clock. It's already 11. I find if I wait too long to go to the gym, I don't want to do it anymore. And I still have to go over to my new location, which I'll show you guys. I'll just probably take pictures there and post them. It's going to be fun. I'm hoping at the monkey farm, though, I will do a live video for you there and kind of show you the whole area, it sounds like. And then my last location is an actual farm where they farm veggies and stuff. I think I'm there 4 days before I head over to the beach. So, okay, guys, my food is very cold. I got to get my water in, so I got to take off. So, thanks for tuning in, you guys. It's been fun. All right, much love. Have a super weekend. We're already at the weekend. It's crazy, right? And I'll be tuning in again next week and just doing my regular posting and pictures. So, okay, much love. Bye.